Hi all internet, these are Java videos from Tech Skills for you, and this video is on the stack area of your JVM. Okay, in the last video of my playlist we have seen how all these stacks will work, right? So I was just trying to explain you how these frames gets created, right? So these frames, what happens is these frames will save the memory of the method that it has called and the method that it is calling. So it need not be just one upon the other, they can be scattered anywhere on this stack because they have the address of the next method or the previous method that it has called. Okay, that's the point that I want to tell you. Okay, so this is how the stack works. So now, why there is a stack overflow error? By now you should have understood how a stack memory or as the stack overflow error will occur, right? So here this is the program that we have written where this method calls itself and falls into a recursion and throws what? A stack overflow error. For that I have another pictorial representation. Okay, so here what am I trying to do? So this is the starting of your execution of the recursion program, right? So what's happening here? So here I'm just trying to call main method. I mean, this is the point of starting point of execution. From here I'm trying to call what? Add, right? The first method that gets called here is what? This one, right? Main method. And what is the next method that is getting called? From the main we are trying to call what? Add. So as soon as this thread starts, what happens? A stack, I'm sorry, what happens? A stack gets created in the memory, right? This is the memory that is allocated for the stack. So once there is a call to the main method, what happens, guys? So a stack frame is allocated for that main method. So this is the main method stack, sorry, stack frame. So from the main we are trying to call what? The add method. As soon as there is a call to add method, there is a frame that gets created. Okay, so this is a stack frame that gets created for what? The add method called. And from the add, right, what are we trying to do in the program? We are trying to call the same program again, right? The same program again. So in the memory what happens? There is one more frame that gets created, and again we are calling this add method in loop, right? We are calling this n number of times in recursion, right? So what happens? So if you go on calling like this, the stack gets full, right? See, at some point what happens, guys? There won't be any memory for this method call. So what happens? The stack has overflown, so there is no memory for the program to put this method call, or else in this add you have some variables, right? There is no memory to be allocated in the memory. So what happens, guys? JVM cannot handle this as there is no memory, and it will throw a stack overflow error, right? This is like a bucket, right? Consider a normal bucket and go on pouring some water. What happens, guys? At some point of time, right, the bucket gets full and the water will overflow. This is same as the bucket, right? If there are no resources, it will overflow. And this is very similar to your heap issue. So what happens in the heap? So if you go on creating objects and if you don't handle the objects properly, and if there are any memory leaks, what happens, guys? The heap will be out, there won't be any memory for the heap, and it will go into out of memory. So if you like my videos, please do subscribe. That helps me to record more and more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.